let's get random. Hey guys, it's me, Blue, and welcome back to my channel. I really wanted to do something. Okay, I'm starting over. I was tagged in a book tag, and I'm super excited to do it. And I'm probably going to do it on Tuesday for my Tag Tuesday. But I didn't want to do it today for what I hoped was going to be my Friday video, because I didn't have time to do it on Friday and I wasn't feeling so good yesterday. So that being what it is, today is Sunday and you are getting my Friday video on Sunday. But I didn't want to just do like a to be read video because I'm doing so many different things this month and it's getting to be a little bit ridiculous. So I've decided I'm going to my ear dinging again. So I'm completely going to change that up. I'm just going to give you 11 random facts about me. And yeah, you could get to know me a little bit better. It might be fun. So the person who tagged me is Emily from Ink Not Blood. I am going to do your book tag, Emily. I promise. I'm going to leave a link down to her original book tag, the over 30 book tag down below. Won't be too long before one of us has to make an over 40 book tag, but I'm still looking for my different books and that kind of thing. So I'm going to leave a link to her tag below, and happy birthday to her. So here's the thing about me. I was raised in a family of pretty much all women. Yes, I had a dad, but I have 4 sisters, 6 nieces, 3 great nieces, 2 daughters, and now 1 nephew, 1 great nephew. That's it. Well, 2 nephews, but that's complicated. 1 is my age. So 1 nephew, 1 great nephew, and that's it. So it's kind of, yeah, we have a fun family. Okay, number 2, collections. I was an arctophilist for a long time, which is a teddy bear collector. And I had at one point almost 400 bears. I eventually gave them to a fire station in my hometown back in Ontario, and super excited. Occasionally I still get pictures of kids holding my bears. It's kind of cool. Places I've lived. I have lived in almost every province across Canada, save for Newfoundland, Labrador, I remembered, Newfoundland, Labrador, PEI, and BC. For those of you who are not associated with Canada, that is 3 on one side of Canada and 1 on the other side of Canada. 1 on the Pacific Ocean and 2 on the Atlantic Ocean. And that's it. Everywhere else I've either lived or visited or spent time or been to for an extended period of time. And going on to that, I've also lived in Kenya for 8 months, and I had a chance to go to Mexico for a week. So I've lived in those different places. Going to piggybacking on that is number 4 is the different languages I speak. Because I've been to 3 out of the 7 continents in this incredible world that we live in, I love learning languages. I know Kiswahili a little bit conversationally. I know French a little bit conversationally. I know, and I'll get onto that one. I know Spanish conversationally. I know, I'm gonna probably talk more about other languages that I speak, but because of that, like, I love learning new languages. When I was in Kenya, I was like, I'm gonna learn every language in Kenya. And what I didn't know was that they have 70 different tribes in Kenya, each with their own tribal languages. And then on top of that, they also have sub-tribes with different languages on top of that. So there were so many that I'm like, I'm gonna learn 3. And I learned 2 and a little bit of Rwandese. So I figured, good for me. Number 5. I am obsessed with the number 9. My birthday is September 18th. I might as well just tell you because I posted a video on it last year. My birthday is September 18th. The 9th month, the 18th day, which is 2 9s. Also, 1 + 8 is 9. My husband was born on the 27th of his month. I'm not going to tell you what that is. but that's 2 and 7 is 9. Both of my kids are associated with 9s. Every time I turn around, there's another 9 appearing in my life. And it's kind of weird, and it's kind of fun, and it feels a little bit like the movie 23. Every once in a while I'm like, oh my goodness, why? So yeah, every once in a while you might see something online that I'm like, it's 9s again. Number 6, allergies. I am allergic to most strong scents. We had like a little something that helps get foot odor out of shoes. Like the boots were wet and they had like bad foot smell. So it got out of the boot and I could not breathe, and I had such a bad headache, and I was like, I don't even know what's going on. And then we found it and we put it back in the boot, and I've had no problems since. Like, it is the weirdest thing. I had a girl when I was in high school spray me with shampoo, or not shampoo, with perfume, and I wound up like not being able to breathe and have to be rushed to the nurse. Like, it's a really bad thing. Like, allergies really different scents really affect me. Fruit smells are okay, I find. If I have like something lemon scented or orange scented, then I don't know, it's different. I'm also really allergic to aloe, which I am quite thankful I didn't find out after a sunburn. Because it gives me really bad hives, and yeah, not great. Fears. This is number 7. Fears. I am terrified of heights. I blacked out on the CN Tower, which is, I think, the 2nd tallest freestanding tower in the world. It's the tallest one in Canada anyway. And it was not good. But I'm terrified of heights, but I'm more scared apparently of crickets. I once had a cricket hold me. My husband went off to a class early in the morning, and a cricket came under the door, and I was stuck on my couch for like 4 hours. So sorry, my husband was coming in and I didn't want to be interrupted. So number 8, I think I'm on, is I have written French and molasses, and this makes me laugh because we didn't have a lot of money growing up, and my mom baked a lot, so we were given a lot of molasses to make molasses cookies, gingerbread cookies, whatever. And my mom told me the word molasses was French for maple syrup. And we bought it, so we had molasses on pancakes and on French toast and everything. And it's so funny because when I got pregnant with my oldest, I actually craved molasses. Now I don't like cooking with it unless I absolutely have to. I do. Like, I made ginger snaps, but if I can do without, I will. Another really funny thing, we went through Quebec, and it was so fun. Like, I love French people, and I love the French language. And my mom, who was actually born in Quebec, could not speak French very well. She says, a lot of people say she speaks French like an English person, if that makes sense to you. And it's all in fun. Like, she knew that she couldn't speak French, but she tried really hard. And we went through Quebec, and the waitress, at the time I was very fluent. I couldn't even say it now, but at the time, my mom, being my mom, asked for what she wanted in broken French, and at the restaurant in Quebec that we went to, and my dad, of course, being the Anglophile, spoke complete English and was like, I just want coffee. And my sister pointed at a pitcher because she had no interest in learning French, which is fine. She's regretting it now. But I love speaking French, and I spoke fluent French, and I ordered everything in French. And so she blinked at me, and then she blinked at them, and then she looked at me and looked at them, and was like, are you are you being held against your will? Like in French, so my family didn't understand it. And I'm like, no, this is my family. And she's like, are you sure? I'm like, yes, this is my family. But it was just, apparently my French was so out of place that she thought that I had been kidnapped by my parents. So that still makes me laugh today. Anyway, I love my family. I just think it's a really funny story. ASL. I am trying really hard to learn ASL. We have a little girl in my kids' gymnastic class who speaks ASL, American Sign Language, and I'm trying so hard to communicate with her, and already like things like nice to meet you and I'll see you later, and oh, your water bottle is pink. I love pink. And so like I'm connecting to her on like a level that she's not used to, and so every class now she's kind of following me around a little bit, and I'm like, no, sweetie, you have to go and do gymnastics. But it's just like, when I was growing up, someone at my church was hearing impaired, and her husband was my Sunday school teacher, and he always used to sign for her the different songs, the different sermons, the different readings. It was really, really cool. And so even though there's no way I would be able to keep up, it's a lot of fun for me to kind of learn it, and this little girl has actually given me a chance to practice, so cool. Avocados. I've literally just written avocados with a great big question mark, because I'm kind of obsessed with them lately. Not the food. Sorry. Excuse me. I'm sorry. Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry. I'm trying not to be sick, but sorry, I do like my fair share of avocado toast, but lately I've just been obsessed with this. This is a little kawaii avocado, and this one holds my earbuds when I have them. But yeah, I'm obsessed with this cute little character. I just think that they're so cute. I have a crochet pattern for like a great big one that I can kind of cuddle with, which is, the idea of cuddling with an avocado is so strange to me, but I really want like, it's so weird, but it's so strange, but it's so, I don't know. I'm obsessed with avocados lately. I don't even know what it is. And number 11, because 11 is a prime number and I am weird. Such is life. I have written food aversions. Now, there are not a lot of foods that I don't like. I am still trying to build up my heat tolerance. I laugh at it because it's really funny, but my husband, we went out and bought serrano peppers, which is about 15,000 on the heat scale. I am not there yet. I am trying. I am not there yet. I know I'm not there. But he took a bite of one and was like, oh yeah, they're not that hot. And I know where they are on the Scoville scale, and I know what I can tolerate and what I can't. And I know that I couldn't tolerate them. So I was toasting them to mix in with like a lot of other food, like into a chili for myself. And to A, mellow out the flavor, and B, like combine it with a lot of other flavors. And when he said, no, it's not that hot, you should take a bite, I went, oh, okay. And just popped. And instantly, just tears. I couldn't feel my lips, I couldn't feel my tongue, I had it on my fingers, like I scratched my eye later that night, and I was just like every part of my face. I'm feeling a little bit like Madeline Kahn in Clue. Just like flames on the side of my face, seething flames. But that's what it was like. Like I could not handle the heat of this food. Which, like, I love sriracha. I have a sriracha chapstick. It's weird, don't ask. I have no problem with a little bit of heat, but this was way too much for me. But besides that, like, unless it's really raw or really like coagulated blood, or like raw. Sorry, I said raw twice. But unless it's like something that's completely not cooked, like blue steak or like raw octopus, that kind of thing, I'm usually okay with trying anything once. I had haggis once and I loved it. I think it's probably one of my favorite foods that I've ever experienced. And I know a lot of people are like, that's really gross, but I had it and I really enjoyed it. And so, you know, so that is a weird episode about me. 11, I'm looking over here, I'm like, 11 really random things about me. If you like this video and you want to hear more about me or ask me questions, I'm open to most things. You can find me over on Twitter. I've got all my information down below. I'm going to say another happy birthday to Emily from Ink Not Blood, and I'll leave a link to hers in the description. Or for me, it is getting late and I am going to bed. I have one more book that I want to finish tonight. So support your local library. Knowledge is power. And we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.